Imagine this. Britain's markets start to tremble, investors pull their money, and the headlines warn of an economic storm that could shake the government to its core. This isn't fiction. It's a real warning from Nigel Farage himself. In the heart of London, inside the historic banking hall, the Reform UK leader stood before reporters and declared with conviction, "The markets are getting nervous." We've seen it in the yields on 10 and 30-year gilts. In 2 budgets' time, I believe the Chancellor will be forced to deliver a genuine austerity budget. He paused for effect before adding, "At that point, the left within the Labour Party won't accept it." And that's why I'm sticking with my prediction. A general election caused by economic collapse in 2027, Farage's words hit like a thunderclap, unsettling not only the government, but also the financial community watching closely. Yet he didn't stop at warnings. He promised a most pro-business government in modern history, sweeping deregulation and the removal of inheritance tax on family farms and small businesses. But even as he spoke, he admitted that major tax cuts were not realistic right now due to the country's dire financial state. He continued, "Of course, we want to cut taxes, but we know this isn't the right time. What we can do is start small, raise the tax thresholds, scrap inheritance tax on family businesses, and help part-time workers escape the debt trap that holds so many back." Labour's response was swift and sharp. A spokesperson fired back, "Nigel Farage is promising a return to the failed austerity that wrecked the country before, slashing public services, attacking education, health, and pensions, and canceling vital investments in roads and clean energy. His plans would put millions of jobs at risk." Now here's where you come in. Do you believe Farage is right? Could the markets really collapse and force an early election? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and make sure you're subscribed to England. Now 7 for more updates on this unfolding political storm. But this clash isn't just about economics, it's about power and credibility. Keir Starmer, the Labour leader and Prime Minister, has dismissed Farage's comments as fantasy economics, warning that such reckless policies could trigger chaos similar to Liz Truss's disastrous mini-budget in 2022. According to Reuters, Starmer fears Farage's economic populism could destabilize confidence just as the government begins to rebuild growth. Meanwhile, Le Monde notes that Farage is attracting support from parts of the working class who see him as a straight-talking outsider, even if they disagree with his politics. And The Guardian reports that Labour strategists are growing anxious, fearing Farage's growing media dominance could shape public opinion ahead of the next election. As markets watch nervously and families brace for tougher times, the battle for Britain's economic future is intensifying. Farage is betting on collapse to propel him into power, while Starmer is fighting to keep the country steady and prove Labour can be trusted with the nation's finances. So the final question, if the economy does falter, will Starmer's government survive until 2029? Or are we heading for an early election that puts Farage back at the center of British politics? Share your opinion in the comments and tell us what you think Britain's next move should be. This report is based on trusted sources including Daily Express, Reuters, Le Monde, and The Guardian. Stay tuned to England Now 7, where we uncover the stories behind the headlines and bring you the real pulse of Britain.